I'm just going to call myself out. I overate. I binged a little bit, not as bad as I have in the past. And this is somebody who has healed her relationship with food, is in a much better spot, but it's still those emotions and those triggers that will unintentionally get a hold of you. And I had some time to veg out on the couch by myself, and I took full advantage of it. So, what did I have? What did I have? So I was already like uncomfortable from earlier today. I don't know if it was just something that I had eaten, wasn't sitting well with me. My body's just like hates me at the moment and I'm still trying to figure it out or what. But I had some tea. It's actually just a lot of liquid. I had some tea to like try and make me feel better. I can't count like this. I had some tea to try and make me feel better. And then I was like, I want something sweet. So I had a hot chocolate, but I spiked it with Bailey's because it's Friday. I want to spike it. So I spiked it and then I was still kind of hungry and I wanted popcorn. So I made popcorn and then I put like a tablespoon or more. Like I put a nice chunk of butter in it. I melted it, put garlic salt and some like white cheddar topping. And then I had a cherry Coke Zero with some rum in it. And now I'm just so full. I'm so full and uncomfortable. I wasn't really hungry to begin with because, like I said, my stomach wasn't feeling very great. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change. I'm going to get ready for bed. It's about 8:30 right now. And I'm going to show you what I will ideally do in the morning to get me through this. If you see this, that means I did it. If you don't, then you'll never know. But this is how I'm going to reset things. This is not going to be a spiral. It's not going to be a cycle. There's no guilt or shame. It's just I'm uncomfortable at the moment. I took some like the gut gas pills, chewies, and I'm going to do that. And we're going to see what happens. And we're going to go from there because this is life and it's a learning experience. And unfortunately, when you deal with a terrible relationship with food and like binge eating and restriction and like orthorexia or whatever it's called, I can't think of it at the moment. Sometimes it still comes up. So you just got to kind of learn to deal with it, be more aware of it. And it caught me in a moment of weakness. And just also, you know what? I just wanted to have some more. So I hydrated, I dehydrated. I'm gonna watch some Bob's Burgers and then I'm gonna go to bed and we're gonna deal with this in the morning. Okay? So I will see you there. Good morning. So I slept in, which was very nice. But then I got up. I did my tongue scraping and washed my face. I did my morning stretches down in the basement. And then I got some water and sat down and did my morning pages for the artist way that I'm working through. And it's actually been really, really fun and good. So I did all of that. And then I'll probably have some breakfast here after a little bit, which I'm also very excited about because I'm actually kind of hungry. And then I'll have some coffee too. But all of that to say, like, I'm not bad. I don't need to punish myself for like overeating last night. Yes, it was a lot of liquids. Yes, it actually was like very minor compared to what I've done in the past where I would eat my meal, I would eat everybody else's meal, like what they didn't want. I'd have dessert and then a snack later on, and then I would just be like writhing on the ground, like so uncomfortable because I was overeating. And I was in such a bad place with my diet that I was incredibly undereating. So anytime that I had a cheat meal or strayed away for a little bit or was so stressed out that I just like fell into it, I would just overeat. But I never saw it as like that. I knew it was a problem, but I never saw it as that big of a problem because I didn't throw up. And I thought throwing up was like the threshold of, yes, I do have an eating disorder, even though everything that I was doing was not in a healthy way. So I have come a long way and I'm very happy and I'm very proud of that. But I do still have these moments where I fall back into old ways. Is it a healthier version of it? Yes, it is. Because I had popcorn. Did I put butter on it? Yeah, but that's also like really good. And I don't do that all the time. It just happens sometimes. And was a lot of the things I had liquids? Yes, but that also has calories and that does add up and it does like invade my stomach space. But all of that to say is it's progress. And when you are working on your relationship to food, and it's not just like don't eat everything in sight, it's how am I processing what I'm going through because I'm doing this. Like, health is a lot more mental than it is physical. And especially when you associate feelings and stress and mentality with it too, it's going to make it like that much harder to actually work through. So just know that it is a process. Like, you are doing fine. The fact that you are acknowledging that you have a problem, whether it's self-diagnosed or not, like, you can acknowledge that the way that you are approaching health, the way that you're approaching food is not beneficial, is not sustainable, is something that you do want to work on. You can accept that and acknowledge it. And then just know it is going to be a process, because nobody talks about how years later you can still have something come up that you fall back into old ways, no matter like how far you have progressed past it. Like, did I need to acknowledge it last night? Heck yeah, I did, but I didn't. I wanted the easy way because I was exhausted and tired, and I've come to a point where I am making changes in my life, and that was kind of the turning point of accepting it. And it's not always easy. So just be kind to yourself, be open to the changes that you need to make, and know that one setback isn't bad. Like I said, I'm going to have breakfast. I did my normal morning routine, not because I had to in order to get back on track, but because I wanted to, because I know it's good for me and I feel better when I do my morning stuff. I'm going to feel better when I eat because I am hungry. Even though I overate yesterday, like, it's a new day. We're not going to ignore what happened yesterday, but we're going to accept that that's what happened and move forward. Okay, there have been days or times in the past where I would overeat and then try not to eat at all the next day, even though I was basically working all the time. And like, when I was in college, I was taking full class loads, I was volunteering, I was in all kinds of groups, I was working out all the time, doing fasted cardio, like the whole 9 yards. It was not sustainable, it was not healthy, and we are focused on being healthy now, moving forward. So calm down, everything is fine. Grab your coffee cup, make yourself some coffee, go and have some breakfast. Everything will be fine. Okay, you are making progress. It is going to get better. I promise you. Okay, you're doing great, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.